Hi, my name is Zhenya, and I choreographed the piece called Hypocrisy Crisis, which is about hypocrisy. So 6 years ago, I moved to the US, and this is what has always been kind of confusing to me about the US and American culture after moving here, is that a lot of the times I just don't know when people mean the things they say, and I think the culture is in general a bit more hypocritical about than the European culture, and I'm not trying to be judging here. I think there have been like historical reasons why the culture developed this way, and things the way they are for a reason, for a good reason, I think. And but to me, it's just confusing, and I've kind of been always afraid of becoming that person, becoming that hypocritical person who like says the things they don't mean, or just believes in those lies. So that's what the piece is about. It's just about trying to be honest, um, and maybe about my fear of losing myself.
A big part of the theme and how we're acting theatrically in the piece has to do with um, contradictions, acting a certain way, but actually feeling or being a different way. I think that everyone can relate to this in some aspect of their life, having to put on a mask or masking even.
And it kind of plays with that juxtaposition between what you want people to know about you and what is the truth behind it. About kind of the duality of man, these kind of broad aspects of like psychology and kind of the general unconscious things that exist just in humanity as a whole.
And a fun fact I found out when working on this piece is that hypocrisy comes from the Greek word acting, or it's about acting, and in Greece the actors used to wear masks when they were acting, and I just thought it was kind of magical that I also that I thought that maybe the best way to express hypocrisy on stage would be to wear masks, and I thought, wow, well, I did great. I kind of captured it, or it's just this moment of when things kind of click, and I thought, okay, that was a good decision.
And there's a part towards the end of the piece where my inner child, or Frankie, is trying to take off my mask, and I'm fighting her so hard because I want to be able to just fit in with society, and I'm too scared to be who I am authentically. I feel like I've been finally getting to that point where I don't want to wear that mask for society anymore. It's been really cool to see that come full circle, but at the same time having to physically put that mask on for the dance again has been slightly triggering, but at the same time it's been really healing to see how far I've come within the past year and a half.
But there's also like these audience interactions where we're talking to them and it's like, we don't care, like we're making small talk, we don't care, we don't want to know about you actually, and this distance that even when two people interact with each other, our mass performers, they don't actually interact, like it's always past each other or like to get somewhere or go. And I feel like that maybe a bit reflective of like cultural shifts that have happened. The fear maybe of living authentically ourselves, like will we be accepted, will we be embraced, how far can we be ourselves before we have to match what is expected of us, whether that's racially, sexually, gender-wise, politically, you name it. I feel like it's an abstraction of so many different things that when you sit with it for a minute, it makes you question a lot.
It's very interesting, and it's definitely a new take on some of these kind of broad aspects of like psychology and kind of the general unconscious things that exist just in humanity as a whole. So I think it's going to be really interesting to kind of hold that mirror up to people and how they interact with one another.